Final portion of tonight's show. Essentially, we've covered 3 topics. And as many of you can now see, our shows are largely a confirmation of the information that we've put in our shows ahead of time. There is no news anymore, only a repeat of 3 subjects. 1, the virus and the fake reaction to it. 2 is about organised racial division. And 3, various stories proving they have no funds. And that's it. There is no other or new news. And I guess with the cuts in funding, Langley-based scriptwriters are no longer employed or have run out of narrative. THI has long been the news now, and why we are attacked so much. Not only current news, but news ahead of its time. And this has been proven time and time again. We have forced them, along with other alt media, into a desperate situation of trying to control the narrative. But despite adding new jobs to their armoury like fact checkers, it's just not working. And they're losing control of the narrative badly. A review of any of our past shows will reveal what I've just stated to be correct. In fact, we review lots of information within this show. And perhaps another look at the alt media entity known as Q should be looked at and them held as accountable as our own show. We're all told to trust the plan. But without knowing the plan, what are we trusting? Trust Trump. Fine. But you're asking us to trust a politician. And since when have they been proven to be trustworthy? You're asking for people to be patient and trust you and all will be revealed, when most of what is revealed was revealed years ago. What about now? And the danger is Q is turning into a Drake-style weight club on steroids as we wait for documents, indictments, and the repeat narrative of mass arrests. The same mass arrests narrative that first reared its head by the coven and agency operative known as David Wilcock back in 2002, 18 years ago, under the pseudonym of Art Aqua. 18 years and a mass of different alt media characters all saying the same thing: mass arrests. But I will ask about why one person of the many who need to be arrested and hasn't, despite Q and QAnon's presenting the evidence of such against this person, and yet he still roams large and amongst us. John Podesta, or correct name, Pedosta. Why has the recently defunded NYPD, many of whom have seen the videos, along with Hillary and Huma Abedin, not been arrested? And I'm not here to denigrate Q, but at some point the plan has to unfold into actions to be valid. And it's something to ponder on. I remember back a few years ago, members complaining, nothing's happening, nothing's going on. And I warned in the first week of 2018, the information in the next phase will be voluminous and we need to get ready for it. It has, and it did. And we don't hear those statements anymore. But let's look back at our shows and the various themes we have brought forth and see how many of you now recognise them in your day-to-day lives. The Ouroboros programme, where the clowns implement one programme that swallows a previous one. The two worlds narrative. Can anyone listening to this not see it now? The statement made a few years back makes far more sense now than to many back then. Immigration of the future will not be country to country, but from their world into ours. We warned of the masks falling, and the old system panicked that much they introduced new masks for people to wear, all designed to put you in fear and dull the throat chakra. We also highlighted and brought forth the shadow and inner work that all of us would be required to do. It was not exactly a new concept, but the drive behind it was. The show pushed you into looking at it and also implementing it, and then went on to the deeper aspects of the personal work. Which has since prevented a number of suicides within our group and Summit Cosmic Voice. Seen dozens drop long-term pharmaceutical drugs, dozens drop recreational drugs, dozens drop excess alcohol consumption, and an increasing number of people walking away from organised religion. That is the gist of our show. And all of the above has not cost a single dime, just time and effort. The payback I receive is not measured in donations, but me seeing you all improve yourselves. Your understanding and thinking is now on a much higher level than when you first joined. It is that programme that has to be rolled out on a wider scale across countries and the world, as it is that programme aligned with cooperation and togetherness that will change the world once and for all.